Welcome everybody to Homestead. It's officially round 2 of the playoffs. I am Mike McElroy, joined by Brandon Richard.
Yo.
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's Monday. You know what that means.
The only good thing that happens on Mondays. We go to the racetrack. Have a good time. Send some drivers around in circles and see how they turn out at the end. Qualifying in full effect right now. And it is playoff season, man. We got, can you believe we only have 3 more races? 3 more races tonight, this weekend?
Yeah, I do. I think it's about time. I'm ready to focus on other stuff, pickleball.
Enjoy the off season.
Enjoy the off season and try to miss all of you. I want to miss you guys. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like, oh god, these guys get.
Sometimes you gotta walk away just to see.
Yeah, absence makes the heart grow fonder, I believe is what they usually say. So I'm ready to not see you guys for a whole summer, but in this case it's winter, but you get it.
I do know Richard in the background is preparing some announcements for season 5, which should be coming.
Yeah, we're not doing it.
No, they should be coming either next week or the
we're announcing season 5 stuff during the championship race. We may tease it during next week, so it's just more reason to tune in. Phoenix next week and Vegas on the 18th. Looking forward to it.
Let's go into the race day details real quick. Tonight we have a special surprise for everybody out there on the track. All the drivers know about it, but the viewers, first time you're hearing about it, bam! You see it at the bottom right there. Stage break coming. Lap 30 tonight. This is the Rick Garrett Memorial Race. Shout out to Wyatt for sponsoring it. We're doing 120 laps around Homestead. It should be a good time. Like I said, time of day is going to be the afternoon. Drivers are wrapping up qualifying. 55% fuel cell. 33 laps should be about the run. So we're going to take a stage right before the very first green flag pit stop. Then the driver's going to run at 90 laps till the end. 5 sets of tires out there. Track temps fixing to heat up as the clouds start to clear. About 30 to 40 laps into the race. So it should be a good time. Richard, walk us through this sweet little graphic you made. Tell me about these guys that are currently in the championship.
I can't see what you're doing, so I'm going to assume that it's the 7 guys that we were talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. You got guys like, I'm having to literally pull it up on my computer.
Kyle Ritchie, Bowers, Miller. Hey,
look at the point spread. I mean, you're looking within 10 points separating anyone from a championship decided here in the next 3 weeks. It's anyone's ball game, and I think that's what we're most looking forward to.
Should be a good time, man. Oh, and also, if you didn't see at the bottom of that graphic, next week, Phoenix, and as Richard said, championship, Las Vegas. Let's not forget about our beloved losers in the loser bracket. Here they are. Losers bracket has been in full effect, man. Drivers battling it out for the past several weeks, trying to get some backmarker.shop swag. You can see it. A lot of upsets going on in that entire playoff bracket. We are in the semifinal now. Their championship is next week. So we've got Spencer Leaf going up against Daniel Pendergrass. Sam Hines up against Wyatt Garrett. Wyatt Garrett's still in it for his sponsored race. Big upset. Daniel Pendergrass beating out Christopher Pinder last week, man. Hopefully he can ride this high on into the final round. All right. There it is. That's all your information. That's all the information we had to get out to you. The grid has finished populating. We're about to give you guys your first official look at the starting order. Here we go. Let's throw it up here on the screen. ATVO being a little bit laggy tonight. Let's go. There it is. Starting up on the pole. We're going to talk to him here in just a second. That's going to be Nick Miller. Brandon Bowers sitting P2. Kyle Ritchie. Cody B. Johnson. James Fillers. Sean Anderson. Randy Arms, Perrin Huggins rounding out the top 10 will be McQuiggan and Zach Todriff. Alex Chira, Jake Nipperis, Jonathan Evans, Tony Skirbo, Sam Hines, Matthew Heel, Kevin Boley, Ryan Tiller, Sam Demian and Wyatt Garrett rounding out the top 20. Then we got Jonathan Swartz, Falovich, Philbrick, I missed one, Herring, Pinder, DeLeon, Bowman, Scare, Case, Pendergrass, Case, French, Leaf, and Pendergrass, all opting not to put in qualifying times. There it is. There's your full grid. Drivers lining up on the pit road, getting ready to come out here. Let's get this music turned down just a little bit. as we get ready to talk to Nick Miller, who is hanging out in the good old broadcast waiting room. Nick Miller, welcome to the broadcast booth, buddy. Congratulations on getting pole. Is this your first pole of the season? It's not, right?
Second
pole of the season. All right, so you've got the opportunity here. You are a playoff driver. So the choice is going to be completely up to you. We can't talk you into either way. Are you going to want to go to the back and make it back to the front?
So funny thing is, I left it up to my roommate, and my roommate said to do it, so I'm gonna do it.
All right, you're opting in right now.
Yeah.
All right, that's easy enough, man. That makes my life easy. All you got to do is head to the back and then come back and win the race.
I'm gonna trust the stage too. First time with the stage in this league, right?
It is, and it's gonna be stage 30. So you guys will still get that long green flag run at the end if everybody keeps it clean. But we'll have a chance to get some sweet stage strategy going on here. What's your plan? Don't tell me your plan. I don't want to know your plan. I was going to ask what your plan is for the stage.
That's fine. It's fine.
What is it? What's your plan?
We'll see where we're at. If we're within range of the top 10, I'll probably stay out. But if I see other people pit and I'm nowhere near the top 10, I might take the pit and come back out in front.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it, man. We'll keep it on it. All right. Congrats, buddy. Accepted the back to front challenge. We're going to look forward to seeing how you make it through the field here for 120 laps. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you, dude. All right. Nick Miller accepted the challenge. He is falling to the back. He's waiting for everybody else to grid up. As you can see, he's sitting on the side of the road. That's going to put Brandon Bowers officially up on the pole. He's going to be up there on the outside line as he figures out what he wants to do here. Brandon Richard. What's the deal, man? What's the picks to win here?
I think pick to win easy. I'm going Team Jughead tonight. I'm going to go Jimmy's side draft. Don't side draft me fillers.
Ooh.
He's back here in third, and I mean honestly, I think Jughead tonight's going to have a show out night. So.
Okay. All right. My pick to win. I'm going for the sweep. All right. And I cannot even find him in the standings. There he is. My pick to win tonight. He's going for the sweep. He won it in Next Up. I'm going to say he's going to win it in Next Gen. Perrin Huggins in the RaceEPI.com car. I am picking Perrin Huggins to be leading at the end of this race. There it is. James Fillers versus Perrin Huggins for the broadcaster's pick to wins. Richard, I see the sun starting to come out, buddy. I see it starting to come out already.
Oh no, it looks like we're in Michigan right now with this garbage ass weather. I just noticed that as they were leaving the grid. It was just like, well,
It is 80 degrees outside right now with a track temp of 104, and it's only going to get hotter.
That means humidity is probably just absolute garbage right now. Florida sucks. Chat, agree with me.
100%. Nick Miller made it all the way to the back. Brandon Bowers up front. We are getting ready to take this green flag here. Pace car is making that hard left-hand turn down to pit road in about 2 more seconds.
No, not yet. It's really hard.
There he goes. Right there. He makes the awkward left-hand turn down pit road.
There you go.
Playoffs at Homestead. Round 2 is officially green. Christopher Pinder looking like he's getting a little bit loose back there. Gets it all dialed in.
I mean, that's the fun thing about Homestead here. You got multiple racing lines. You see some guys like Anderson up on the top side.
Look at that. Look at the pack right now, man. Safest
Arms
one.
3 wide.
Safest one right now, Brandon Bowers. He's about a car length ahead with Cody B. Johnson closing in. You can see some opting for the wall ride almost immediately. While
Sean
others...
Anderson right there. I believe that's Perrin Huggins behind him. Arms there on the low side back here in P7. 4 wide now almost. Fillers, Arms.
Yeah, Fillers wrapped up in the middle of this. That's McQuiggan down there in the middle. They all get it sorted out by turn exit, though. Hines
the Canadian Crippler.
Hines now catching up to him. Alex Shearer still in the mix back here with Jonathan Swartz, but Josh McQuiggan currently holding on to the P10 spot, which would be for stage points, as he's going to make that pass on Sam Hines again. Brandon Bowers comfortably holding on to the lead. The biggest battle right now looks like it's going to be for that P2 position as these guys are locked bumper to bumper. And really, nobody running the same lane. Look at Kyle Ritchie. Kyle Ritchie's opting for the middle along with the 80 of Randy Arms. Jake Niparis choosing the high side and just falls right back in line. Going to get a push to Kyle Ritchie. I feel like as the lines start to tame a little bit, we're going to start seeing them get a little bit more single file. Filler's getting trapped in the middle there. Oh, I think there's going to be a lot of
three, or he was in 3 and hit the wall.
I think there's going to be a lot of wall smacking tonight.
Oh, Niparis into the wall right behind him. Sees Fillers, Hines, McQuiggan, Schwartz there on the high side.
High side?
On the high side. No, I'm muted too. Johnson, Anderson now. Johnson side by side with Bowers, looking to take the lead here early on. Clears him and a crossover now. Bowers back to the inside of Johnson. Randy Arms has probably the sexiest paint on track this week. I don't know if that to be true. Still side by side battling down the backstretch. Homestead Speedway.
Brendan Bowers now switching to the bottom line. Sean Anderson is still holding on here. I tell you what, prime position for me right now would be Sean Anderson's spot. I wouldn't focus on making a pass. I wouldn't focus on doing much. I would let Cody and Brandon fight this out and just kind of hold a solid P3.
That's what you have there with Huggins and Ritchie and Arms waiting there. You see Huggins and Ritchie on the high side.
Huggins absolutely
Get
dominating
to the back
the high side.
Bumper of Anderson. My goodness.
I want to see if I have. I'm gonna scroll through the camera angles here. I want a good camera angle. I don't have one. I was gonna try to see if I had a wall cam of.
What about static TV?
Static TV might do it. Hold on. Here comes Perrin Huggins around the wall. Multiple drivers. I think the low line's still the popular one, though. Just looking at the majority of the field.
Yeah, the run that Ritchie had gotten, or Anderson had gotten to the back bumper of Johnson, or it was. You see Ritchie, that'll give you a good instance. Ritchie there on the high side, going to have a great run, going to cross over Sean Anderson. Nothing to it. He actually slowed down. No pass there. Arms tucked in behind him. Ritchie back to the high side there. P6 right now. All within a second of the leader. Back to Niparis. 1.1 seconds back. Evans, Hines, and Schwartz, your top 10.
Ritchie does end the turn. He exits the turn a little bit lower. So he kind of does this like arc up to the wall, and then he starts peeling off more towards the exit. And I think this might be playing into his tires a little bit, trying to do a little bit of tire saving here. James Filler's now falling back to P11.
Yeah, back to 11th here with McQuiggan about 0.4 of a second off. Underneath him, Matthew Heel, Alex Cheer, and Nick Miller worked his way up to 15th currently.
Yeah, Miller doing an absolute excellent job here. Started in the back. Now, we had 32 cars take the grid, so he is currently up. It's not going to show us on positions gained because it thinks he started on the pole. But right now, Miller is up at least 17 spots.
Yep. Daniel Pendergrass.
Who is Pendergrass battling right now?
Spencer Leaf. Spencer Leaf currently 31st. Daniel Pendergrass 26th.
All right, and that's only a 3-second gap. So here's Spencer Leaf. There's Daniel Pendergrass. So Spencer Leaf is kind of in camera view with him.
Wyatt Garrett back here in 29th, and Sam Hines up here in 9th.
Driver update coming in from Zach Case. Where's he at? Bam!
Zach Case right there in front of Daniel Pendergrass in P25, up 3 spots from the starting position.
Zach Case, just like everybody else, has not pit yet, so he's still on his original set of tires. Only lap 11. Like we said, 33-lap fuel run. He can go a while. The question is, does he short pit the stage or does he stay out?
Look at the gap now. Johnson on Bowers and Huggins. Now almost a full second Cody Johnson now leading, coming to 12 laps completed of 120. Homestead Speedway. It is me, Brandon, and Mike. Affinity Racing Cup Series action right here. This is round 2, race 1. Mike, you want to throw up them beautiful playoff points so we can see where we're at right now? So we have a pretty good eye now. Leaders.
Oh yeah, keep an eye on that ticker to your left-hand side, that timing tower, as I throw up the actual points coming into round 2. Richie currently sitting at the top of the leaderboard on the right, but sitting P4 on the track. Cody B. Johnson currently out of the playoffs right now, but Perrin Huggins and Perrin Huggins out, Cody B. Johnson out, Brandon Bowers, though, looking to lock in some solid points as he's sitting P2.
Anderson, Arms, and Evans absolutely have a chance to make up all the sorts of ground, considering Cade McClinney not here this evening.
A little bit further back here, we got some. We might have some James Fillers beef here with Jonathan Swartz driving him down the track. I caught that on the very edge of the camera angle here. Let's watch him again on the front stretch. Fillers might have been getting some of that side draft action going early tonight.
Bowers and Johnson, Huggins, Richie, and Anderson.
Huggins looking like he's about to make that pass on the high side. Bowers doors him into the outside wall for a second. Don't think that was intentional. We heard during practice that coming off of turn 2 has been a pain for a lot of these drivers. And as the track temp starts to change, as we get further in, we're currently at 101 degrees of track temp. 80 degrees still outside. Cody Johnson currently about 7 car lengths ahead of any competitor. Kyle Ritchie still within arm's reach of Brandon Bowers there, as well as Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson also on the cutoff here. Where's he at? Sean Anderson currently sitting P5 in the round 2 standings. And then Randy Arms as well right behind him, who's sitting P last in the standings right now. All that changes, though, because the points just reset. This is basically the first race for these guys. They got a few bonus points that they've racked up throughout the season, but other than that, it's a fresh start. 9 points isn't that much. One bad race, that's gone. Let's go back to the field a little bit more. Travis DeLeon now making his way through the field, right behind Sam Demian, Tony Skirbo, Brandon French. Brandon French doing some wall riding, trying to make his way around the track successfully, trying to find that little air pocket back there. Christopher Pinder back here. Zach Case and Zach Scare right in front of him. Wyatt Garrett. Shout out to Wyatt Garrett for sponsoring this race. The Wyatt Garrett Memorial 120 at Homestead. Wyatt Garrett currently rocking the paint scheme. So for those of you who don't know, I found this out. We'll take down the timing tower real quick. Found this out through our Discord that the Wyatt Garrett Memorial race, Richard, you still there?
I'm here.
Oh, I was hearing like popping in my ears. It was throwing me off. So anyway, the Rick Garrett Memorial Race it might be my headphones.
Yeah, I'm literally I got packing peanuts. I'm just playing with it. Sorry about that.
Shout out to Wyatt Garrett for sponsoring the Rick Garrett Memorial at Homestead. The reason you're going to see a lot of these drivers in a lot of Jeff Gordon paint schemes. There's another paint scheme out here. I'll call these guys in here during the stage break to give you the full rundown of the paint schemes out here. But like here we got Wyatt Garrett, Ryan Tiller, also. These are all Rick Garrett's favorite drivers. So all these drivers got together and they knocked out some paint schemes to honor Rick Garrett, which I think is awesome. Dude, I'm being honest with you, man. I was sitting there trying to get through that, and for some reason, I don't know if I was leaning on my cord or something, but it was like just popping in my ear. I was like, "What is that noise?" All right, Richard, take us through it real quick.
What are we taking me through?
Take us through the field, man.
The field.
What you want to talk about?
Let's take a look here. We got Zach Todriff back here, P19 currently in that 154 car. Ryan Philbrick just ahead in the 106. Kevin Boley in the 20, or in the 19 in 20th. Travis DeLeon back here in that beautiful backmarker.shop. Toyota Camry. Right now, playoff 20 is the code. Use it before the playoffs are done, because you can save a boatload of money on one of those hoodies. I did yesterday. Playoff 20 is the code. Backmarker.shop. It will help you get better, I promise.
Oh man, nothing makes you faster on track than rocking a backmarker hoodie. It's just so
Dude,
airy
seriously.
and light.
I have a shirt that says "Your I rating sucks," and I look at it in the mirror, and I remind myself that my I rating sucks.
Cody Johnson gets into the wall. That's going to slow him enough for Brandon Bowers to take back this lead. Brandon Bowers just being patient.
Cody's bored. He's like, "Hold on a second, I gotta make it look real."
This is too much of a lead. I gotta go.
He didn't want to have one of those Bubba Wallace moments where he's like, "I think I have a tire going down."
I think my pick to win's also kind of just hanging on here. We might see a lot of tire management going on. Here's what I'm going to tell you. So a lot of people don't know
stops,
is so a lot of people don't know, but during the stage break's going to be at lap 30. The pits will close 2 laps before that. So when the leader crosses lap 28, I believe it is, the pits will close. So I think in about 4 laps here, lap 27, some non-playoff drivers are going to be the ones that you see peel off into pit road. And one of those, actually, it might not be him anymore. I thought one of those would be Nick Miller, but Nick Miller is actually in contention for playoff or for stage points now.
P11 currently. Trying to run down
one
fillers.
spot away.
Half a second back. Yep. Half a second back of fillers of P10. McQuiggan watching him pull away.
Yeah, McQuiggan has, I think, he had one of the most impressive wins in one of the leagues we used to be in, and I believe it was Homestead. And it was a Homestead night race, and he came back from like 7 positions back to take the W at a Homestead race. And a lot of these drivers that are here tonight were in that race. I think Brandon Bowers is one of the guys he beat at the very end.
How'd that finish? How did he finish? Whoa, smoke.
He finished P1.
Why do I see smoke? What in the hell is going on here?
I'm gonna be honest with you. That might be the smoke section over there.
No, Casey Herring entered pit road.
Let's see if we can throw it back up on screen.
Whoa, yeah, watch Herring coming out of 4. And then Nick Miller, I think, got Fillers loose. And Fillers now back to 12th because of it.
Yeah, Casey Herring looks like he's having some issues out here on track. Oh, touches the apron, just gets sideways, comes back up on track. That probably could have been a yellow, but he gets off almost immediately. Holy smokes, Casey Herring now on pit road.
Yeah, but watch Fillers right after that happened.
I already clicked off of it.
Oh, God.
I didn't want to miss these green flag pit stops if they start to happen before the stage.
They're not happening yet. No. We are still about 6 laps, or about 4 to 6 laps.
No. I'm talking about the early pit. The early pit, because stage break is at lap 30. I'm thinking some drivers here are going to peel off. The question is who's going to go for the W. I don't think any... It's a long run to the end. It's 90 laps after the stage. 88 after the... 87 after the pace laps.
80, yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah,
Numbers.
You got it.
Numbers and math. Nick Miller is now cracked into the top 10. I don't know if the 1 point's going to be worth it or if he wants to take the lead at the beginning of the stage. Brandon Bowers has a full 10 points on board right now as he has now gapped the field by a full second. Perrin Huggins has made the pass on Cody B. Johnson. And Jonathan Evans is now aiming for some additional points as he has moved up to P4 and now trying to hold on to P3, and he makes the move and completes it in front of Cody Johnson. Sean Anderson now holding on for dear life as Kyle Ritchie gets the run on his outside. Ritchie been using that high line almost the entire time. Niparis pretty comfortable in P8 right now. Really low threat position as he's got a big gap in front and behind him. Sean Anderson now making the pass on Cody B. Johnson. Cody Johnson continues to fall And I don't think we really had any takers.
No.
I don't think we had a single
none.
taker for
Do
pit
they
road.
know that Bowers coming to the stripe here, lap 30.
Bowers going to take P1.
McQuiggan, and he will cross the stripe now.
Yellow flag comes out, almost perfectly timed. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was kind of nervous.
It worked?
I was kind of nervous that it wasn't gonna work.
Okay, I was like, does that mean it worked?
It worked. Yellow flag's out.
Yay! Stage 1 completed. Bowers, Huggins, Evans, Arms, Richie Anderson, Johnson, Nippers, Hines, and McQuiggan all getting a stage point.
Let's throw it up there real quick. Here it is. After 29 laps. That's going to be the guys who take home a stage point, all the way down to a single point for Joshua McQuiggan, but Brandon Bowers taking the stage win for the full 10 points. Everybody else just increments of 1. You could subtract yourself. Hell of a point. So I'm looking for Kyle. There he is. Kyle Ritchie, P5, going to take home 5 points on top of that 9 bonus that he's already got. So something we're testing out, man. I'm curious to see if the drivers wind up liking it or not, but Brandon Bowers has just closed that gap that he had, or that Kyle Ritchie had, by collecting a full 10 points on the stage break. All right, I want to talk to some people, man.
Bring them on in.
I don't see him anywhere. Where's he at? That's who I'm looking for. All right, let's go check him out real quick. Wyatt Garrett. Wyatt Garrett, you got a minute?
Yeah. What's up?
Hey, what's up, buddy? We just want to talk to you about the sponsorship of this race, man. The Rick Garrett Memorial. Yes, 120 at Homestead. So I was trying to capture as much as I could from what I could remember in Discord. Tell me about the paint schemes that everybody's rocking tonight to support the Memorial race.
Yeah, Tiller helped me out with getting some guys to run some Jeff Gordon schemes. We couldn't get Randy to run one, but he ran a Davey Allison scheme. My dad liked Davey Allison too.
Is Randy not a? Is he pretty anti Jeff Gordon?
Yeah, he said it was against his religion. So we got him to.
All right, so you found a happy compromise.
Yeah. So.
Any shout outs you want to get in, man? Shout outs to the family or anything like that for this race?
I don't think any of them were watching, but the shout out to TTSO and for sponsoring the race. They helped me out. Shout out to you guys for running the lead. Thank you for that. It's fun running.
And if I'm not mistaken, you are currently in the losers bracket, aren't you?
I am.
Who are you up against tonight?
I believe Sam Hines. So.
Sam Hines. All right. So now the question of the night is what are you willing to do to move on to the finals?
I don't even know if I can finish the race. We'll figure it out.
Hey, we're all counting on you, man. Come on, you can make it to the finals here.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Hey, appreciate the sponsorship, man. Shout out to the family. And looking forward to seeing these paint schemes out here on track get the job done.
Sure.
We'll see you, bud.
All right.
Wyatt Garrett currently out here in the Jeff Gordon paint scheme. Back up front, Bowers makes it out in the lead. Casey Herring, 13 laps down. He's going to go ahead and get the free wave around. Let's see who else we got going on. Nick Miller currently up to P9. Doing a damn fine job of getting back up to the front here. Might be our first official winner of the Back to Front Challenge of the season. A lot of people opted not to take it. A bunch of people a little nervous about trying to make it through the rest of the field. But that will be our only auto caution of tonight, as the rest of the field, the rest of the yellows are all going to be dependent on wrecks, dangerous conditions, safety violations, who knows, debris. There might be debris on the track. We'll find out.
Man, we got a guy climbing the catch fence in his flip-flops. Put her out.
All the field's starting to get lined up 2 by 2. Brandon Bowers looking like he's opting for the low line here on the restart. Fair Nugget's going to jump to his outside. Randy Arms and Jonathan Evans going to be row 2. A lot of good points to give away for that initial stage. I'm
Miller,
surprised.
Fillers. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
I'm just surprised. I'm surprised nobody took the short pit strategy to try to make it to the end.
I'm not. These guys are stubborn. Let's be honest. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't think it benefited anyone really to go in that early. I think to their, there was 3 laps before they would have had to pit anyway. I think if the stage break was maybe like 50, yeah, I think that would have been probably a little more of 45 to 50, like right after the green flag stops. I think that would have made it a little more interesting, but. That's why I'm not an admin and I don't make decisions here.
True.
True.
Agreed.
Hard, awkward, very. He's going to list lazily to his left and head down pit road. Geico restart zone. Bowers, Huggins, lap 35 restart. Green flag. Back in the air at Homestead. Terrible restart for Huggins. Evans able to bump him forward now. Arms pulling to the inside. Bowers able to pull away from the field. Evans still there. Anderson back to the side. 3 wide for 6th. Nipris, Fillers, Ritchie. That's Anderson in on the top side. Evans below, or there on the high side as well. Arms looking to the inside of Huggins for P2. Not going to be able to complete the pass as Huggins is going to have quite the run. And there is movement on the high side. McQuiggan wiggling all around. McQuiggan just the Canadian Crippler. Just trying to kill everybody.
The 12 of Dylan Falovich also making moves. I saw him wobbling through the field there.
Demian, I believe that's Pinder in the wall or Boley. That might be Boley into the wall there. Zach Scare on the high side there.
Yeah, Christopher Pinder heads all the way down to the apron. You see him flying out of your screen there.
What are you doing, man?
Comes back up 3 wide.
Tiller Schwartz still battling.
French into the outside wall twice.
Yeah, why not? Birds of a feather.
We are still 3 wide. Pinder gets into the back end of the 166. They get up into the outside of the wall.
Zach Case is absolutely getting ping pong balled. Spencer Leaf there. Bowman, French, Pinder.
Everybody makes it through. That's going to be a big wreck on the backstretch.
Oh, boy.
I believe Spencer Leaf involved. Spencer Leaf, heavy damage on the front. Cautions back out.
I think Bowman was able to miss. Nope.
All right, let's throw it up here on the big screen.
I would start it with Zach Case in 2.
Yeah, Zach Case in the 166. Here it is. That's Bowman below him, correct?
Yeah, I would go back further because I think, yeah. Keep going.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it just gets real tight there. Spencer Leaf nowhere to go right there. The Bowman into the wall. Yeah. I would go back further. Yeah, I would definitely back up because it started well before that too.
All right, so it initially started with the Christopher Pinder getting just a little bit, trying to get some of that side draft.
Whoa,
maybe Case comes down just a little bit, crosses over the bumper. Yeah, it looks like Case actually chops the bumper just a bit.
Yeah, and then whack up into the wall. Pinder able to recover. But here you see, I believe that's French on the high side. Or
yeah, French has to check up like crazy. Case still trying to just recover the car at this point. And then Bowman.
Bowman hits the apron. There's just it's a series of follies, and then car high. Still there.
Yeah, I think Bowman probably not expecting him to still be right there. Just glides up the track, and then actually it looks like Zach Case is loose. It looks like he might possibly be loose.
And I mean, it's a comedy of errors, right? Because he's still trying to recover the car. The arrow off the side, I mean, and it's just follies all around. We have
real time with Zach Case. Yeah, I think Zach Case is actually loose. You can see the rear end trying to come out a little bit. Bowman gets to the back of him, and then
yeah, dude,
jump on board with Spencer Leaf here real quick, who is in the semifinals of the loser bracket. He really just has nowhere to go here. The wreck just happens in front of him, slams his car into the outside. I'm assuming this is probably a broken toe link. Yeah, you can see that tire just flopping around on the right front. Jeez, unfortunate for Spencer Leaf. He has since head back to the hauler.
We got stage breaks in ARS before GTA 6. You damn right.
It's true. It is true.
Man, there are some new jackets available on backmarker.shop. They look pretty slick. And with that promo code, you can save a ton. Playoff 20 is the code right now. Affinity Racing Columbia softshell jackets available now over at backmarker.shop. Grab yourself a Cup shirt. Grab an Affinity Racing shirt. Grab yourself a Backmarker Get Better shirt. Grab yourself a hat. I guarantee you're going to race better, feel better, look better. And your girlfriend, even the made-up one's going to think you look hotter too. Backmarker.shop, hashtag get better.
A lot of people actually opting for pit road in the back of the pack. Pretty much from Sean Anderson, who I have on screen right now, on back. Everybody decided to come down pit road. Casey Herring staying out again. Being the only car a lap down, I'm assuming he probably got the lucky dog here, as long as he didn't have any slight X's near the end of that. William Bowman going to bring it back down pit road, try to get some more repairs done. But Brandon Bowers still holding down your lead. I do want to hear from let's talk to one and only Brandon French. Brandon French, welcome to the booth, buddy.
What's up?
Not much, man. Talk to us about it. What'd you see going on in front of you? I saw you had to do a massive checkup on that high side there.
Yeah, it looked like Zach was just kind of having a hard time holding the bottom line there and just was sliding up a little bit. And I didn't want to run over Pender again for like the 30th time this year, so had to get on the brakes.
Yeah, I think he entered that, like, he just entered at an awkward angle after the slight incident right before the turn. And wound up sliding up into you guys. But how does the damage on your car look? Anything? Did you keep it off the wall? Nothing really happened?
Yeah, no, I was good. I was good.
All right.
Yeah, nothing too bad.
Well, thanks for talking our ear off, man.
Yeah, no problem.
All right,
Anytime you need it.
All right, good luck, buddy. We'll see you at the end of the race.
Yep, later.
Later. All right, Brandon French, a man of many words.
I thought he would never shut the hell up, dude. I thought it was just going to be just his show. I was going to mute.
Any damage, man? You had anything going on with the car? Nope.
Nah, man.
All right.
I feel bad for his wife. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Just no information, getting nothing out of him.
I'm Mike McGower. That's Brandon Richard, co-host of the night. Co-hosts of the night. We're both co-hosts.
Of the night, sir? Oh, no, the hierarchy has been set. You heard it here. You heard it, guys.
Pace car mix on the left-hand turn. William Bowman's still on pit road, coming to the Geico restart, so we're officially back.
Yeah, well, yeah, nice. Miller is up to P2, and he looks to be badgering the leader. Bowers right now. Arms behind him. Richie Hines. Sam Hines up to P5 now. Falovich, Nippris, Chira. Some drivers elected to come down pit road lap 38, like Sean Anderson. I believe Perrin Huggins was another taker. Travis DeLeon, Ryan Philbrick, Matthew Heel, Brandon French, Joshua McQuiggan as well. But everyone through about 9th, I would say about 13th, did not pit. Oh, Arms is blinking.
Yeah, Randy Arms just blinked while I was trying to ride on board with him.
Oh, way to go. Just screwing the show up.
That's the only thing that sucks. When you're riding on board with somebody and they blink, it messes up the cameras. Like, that's why the cameras just went.
Yeah. Check out the crowd. Look at the crowd.
23 now of Ryan Tiller sending it down to the bottom line. Jake Nippers getting into the outside wall just a little bit there, but recovers nicely. But I believe that's Ryan Tiller going to take about 5 spots in one turn. Probably going to do the same thing in turns 1 and 2. Making that low line work right now for Ryan Tiller.
Sean Anderson back here in P13, the newest, I believe. He did not take tires. He gassed up, as did a lot of the other drivers. No one really, I believe, took any tires during that last set, except Cody B. Johnson.
William Bowman still heavily damaged. Looks like he's coming back around the pit road. Currently scored 4 laps down. He's going to bring it back down pit road again. Maybe try to get some more damage fixed.
Probably stoked.
Probably super stoked about the incident that happened. Brandon Bowers, though, your leader.
Miller half a second back. Arms 2/10 of a second back of Miller, who has now made his way from P1 to P last, back up to P2, looking to handle business and win all the monies.
I think the back to front challenge is way more enticing with a stage break because you know a caution's going to come out.
Yeah.
So it's like I forget what announcer always says it on NASCAR, but he always says, "You tell me when the caution's going to come out, and I'll tell you when to pit." And I think that may have affected Nick Miller's mindset going into this. Is with the stage break, he didn't opt for the short pit. He still did a lot of that work on his own, up 22 spots by the time the stage flag flew. But I mean, just crazy impressive work here as he's currently sitting P2 and only half a second behind Brandon Bowers.
Bowman back in the pits now again.
Getting some more damage fixed. Car's not looking good. Right side of it's looking like it's pretty tough, which might be affecting his steering right now. We might have to talk to Bowman.
Yeah, Pendergrass is not having a good time right now. And with Spencer Leaf currently running,
Spencer Leaf currently out.
Out. Oh, man.
So with Spencer Leaf currently out, man, I mean, Pendergrass can just log laps at this point.
Daniel Pendergrass needs to finish this race.
And hope Spencer Leaf doesn't return.
And if Spencer Leaf comes back,
I'll throw it up on screen for you guys again. AR losers bracket.
And Garrett.
Yeah, so Spencer Leaf currently wrecked out. That's going to advance Daniel Pendergrass as long as Spencer Leaf doesn't return. But then we've got Sam Hines and Wyatt Garrett, which we will show you guys right now. Sam Hines is currently sitting. Let's go pull him up on the cams real quick. Sam Hines sitting P5 up here in front of Jake Nippers and Kyle Ritchie.
P26.
But Wyatt, he's just got to keep logging laps as well, because it's not, you know, with these drivers up in the top 10, man, it's competitive up here. You got a lot of playoff drivers. Oh, Sam Demian just got loose coming out of 4. I just caught that at the tail end of it. I'm going to rewind it real quick. Let's see exactly what happened here. I think it might have been just a little bit of, the car just gets out from under him. Recovers nicely to keep it off the barrels, barely, and out of traffic.
Yeah. Drivers need to take what I said very seriously in Discord. If anyone hits those barrels, there will be a real-life 45-minute red flag to clean said barrels, full immersion, nothing less, Affinity Racing Cup Series.
3 wide currently backed by Josh McQuiggan, Christopher Pinder in the outside wall, Ryan Philbrick in the middle of him, and Cody B. Johnson. McQuiggan looking like he's struggling a little bit, currently sitting P21.
Canadian doesn't know what to do in the humidity.
Let's check that weather again, man. Now that the sun's out, let's see what the track's at. 130 degrees.
Holy crap. All right.
Track conditions have changed, but you know who loves a hot track? The man that is leading the field right now, Brandon Bowers. We like messing with the track conditions. Every now and then it's too hot. Every now and then it's too cold. Brandon Bowers has always said he has been a premium driver in hot conditions. And he is showing that right now. Nick Miller now loses the P2 spot to Randy Arms. Randy Arms makes the pass. James Filler's not out of the question yet. Brandon's picked the win. Currently sitting P4, just kind of biding his time back here. And Sam Hines still holding on to P5.
Let's go, man. Jake Nippers back here, P6. Kyle Ritchie, points leader coming into this race. P7 currently down 4 spots from the starting position of, easy for me to say. We'll be right back. Actually, keep it right here, Mike. I'm going to try again. Starting position. But Dylan Falovich up 14 positions. I put my lip ring back in for shits and giggles, and I feel like I got my retainer in, Mike. super serious.
Dylan Falovich is the biggest mover of the night right now.
Absolutely. Hey, Hines up 10 spot. What?
I was going to say, and shout out to Brandon French as well, man. Currently up 9 spots to P21.
Well, it says 8, so easy on the celebrations. I don't know. Considering we had to throw Miller to the back. Arms now passing Miller for second. So it's arms, or Bowers, arms, Millers, fillers, hillers, rillers, nillers, Falavillers. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it's so funny. Yeah, Hines, Richie, within about 3 to 4 tenths of each other. That's a close battle. Playoff driver. I mean, are you thinking win? Are you thinking survive?
Here's what I'm thinking if I'm Randy Arms. So we obviously don't have the win and in format. So the win really doesn't matter. And plus it's round 2 right now, so these drivers actually compete for points to the end. They have 3 races to get as many points as possible. The one with the most points at the end wins. So we don't even have like a championship for. So what Randy Arms, I take it as you want to win this first race. He starts 9 points to the negative. I'll throw that beautiful graphic back up on screen for you. He starts 9 points to the negative behind Kyle Ritchie. You get this win, you get a W here on race 1 of round 2, you're sitting pretty comfortable heading into the next 2 races, and you can kind of take your time. Brandon Bauer still holding on to lead. The field is pretty much single-filed out with a few battles happening back here by Kevin Boley, Christopher Pinder, Tony Skirbo, and Travis DeLeon.
Going to be reaching halfway here momentarily, and then that means green flag pit stops are imminent within the next, I would say, 5 to 10 laps.
So while everything's calm and we are just kind of riding around the track, man, I say we throw it up to the sweet sounds of mufflers and engines, bro.
Yeah, let's fossil fuels, burn them.
Let's go ahead and crank it up for a little bit. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm Mike McElroy. Brandon Richard with me as well as we continue to log laps around here. 63 of 120. We've just passed halfway for Homestead, Miami. Stage break happened at lap 30. We had another quick caution not too long after that, but green flag pit stops are starting to happen as these drivers are starting to figure out when they want to pit. Jake Nipperis currently on pit road, bringing it down. Coming back out now with some fresh tires. He's going to be the first taker. I will tell you, Brandon Bowers has been out for 32 laps right now. We're going to wait and see what his decision is. Jake Nipperis might be dragging some people down here in the real near future. I think Zach Case now pulling off. Zach Case has some heavy damage. That looks like a right toe link broken on the front tire. Zach Case currently scored 1 lap down in the Trinity PC machine. That right front tire is not moving. Not really sure what happened. We'll have to go back and check that here in just a second. Zach Case going to bring it down pit road, and probably that car is going to be done for tonight. Brandon Bowers currently up to a 1.5 second lead on Randy Arms. Pit stops will continue to pop up there on the right-hand side of your screen. You can watch as the drivers pull down, see the pit lane time, which is how much time they spent on pit road itself. And then you got the pit stop time, which will identify exactly how long that pit stop was. Daniel Pendergrass now opting for pit road as well. Bringing it down, probably going to get 4 fresh tires. Load this thing back up with fuel and get back out there. I will say we've got about another pit stop remaining, so with 33 laps roughly, these drivers, I believe, should be able to make it at any point now down to a one-stop race without having to worry about fuel concerns. Bauer's still flying around the field. Let's pull up his information real quick. Last 3 laps, right around the 35.358, losing about a tenth a second. Let's go to Randy Arms, though. Randy Arms about a tenth behind his last 3 laps, which is really going to start to impact when these drivers want to short pit and probably start making up that time on the field. I can tell you right now, Randy Arms' fastest lap tonight, 33.27, so almost a full 2 seconds faster when he has fresh tires on the car. James Filler's now up to P4. Kyle Ritchie. T-Show saying, what's up to Brandon Richard? Or sorry, Richard.
Richarded?
I think that's what he went to go do. Green flag pit stop's happening in full effect right now.
It's funny. I pick a fake name and it's still no better. Still no better.
Daniel Pendergrass currently sitting on pit road. Zach Scare brought it down pit road. I think Pendergrass might have said, you know what, I'm enough laps in front of Spencer Leaf. I'm gonna go ahead and call it the night.
That'd be dumb. That is not a real name. No. My real name is actually Mike Hunganopoulos.
It is fake. It is a fake last name.
My real name is Bolt Thunder Huge.
I'm gonna talk to somebody real quick.
I only said that for you, dude.
Daniel Pendergrass, welcome to the booth, buddy.
What's going on, guys?
Not much, man. Talk to us. What's the strategy call here? You figured you got enough laps to move on to the next round, so you're just gonna park it?
Looks like I'm just going to keep an eye on Spencer, and if I see anything change, then I will get back out there. But as of right now, I believe I've got this in the bag, and I can make it to next week.
Listen, NASCAR as well as ARS has a 100% rule. You got to go 100%.
Yeah, I gave it 100% until I stopped.
Brandon Bowers now coming down pit road. All right. Good luck, Pendergrass, in the final round. Mickey Mouse in your way up to the finals.
It also doesn't help that Buccaneers are playing Monday Night Football. It was really rough racing with the game above me.
All right, well, you did fine. You've moved on to the finals. Congratulations.
Hey, I want to say thank you to Bowman. You know, he did all the heavy work.
True. Might be some race manipulation in there, but we'll have to review that later on in the week.
We'll see about that. But you guys take it easy.
We'll see, buddy. All right, Daniel Pendergrass officially, as long as Spencer Leaf doesn't return, Daniel Pendergrass will move on to the finals. Brandon Bowers, though, opting for pit road. Nick Miller stays out. Randy Arms going to bring it down pit road as well. It's time we got a wreck up front. Sam Hines. Sam Hines has wrecked on the entrance to pit road. More drivers wrecking coming in. That's the 06 of Ryan Philbrick sideways on pit road. It has turned into chaos. That is a broken right front toe link from Sam Hines. Oh, no! Oh, this is not good for Sam. This is great news for Wyatt Garrett. Wyatt Garrett currently 1 lap down, bringing it down the access road right now to pit road. Or no, he's exiting pit road right now, a lap down. He's going to make it out and not make it out in front of Brandon Bowers, so that's probably going to just keep him a lap down at that point. But with looking at Sam Hines currently on pit road and the heavy damage to the right front, that is bad news for Sam Hines. Sean Anderson, your current leader, 33 laps. Ryan Tiller out here on 40 laps. Ryan Tiller opting for the speed at the end of the race and not the speed right now. Let me take off Daniel Pendergrass and Zach Case off your guys' pit stop notifications there because I believe those guys might be out. I might be able to take off Sam Hines, but I don't want to jinx it yet. So I'm going to leave Sam Hines up there for just a minute. Once he gets up to a few minutes, we'll go ahead and remove him from that selection. Brandon French also on pit road for a while now. Don't know if he's got some extra damage. The 166 of Zach Case. Again, he had that heavy damage happen to his car, but Sam Hines is going to have to get a whole new toe link replaced, which is going to put him down about 8 minutes. 8 minutes of repairs. Tony Skirbo, Ryan Tiller now coming down. Travis DeLeon as well. Everybody else should be making it down pit road just fine. Prince Dreambert, appreciate the follow. 42 minutes ago, I think I missed you. By thy 0038, appreciate the follow as well. Thank you guys for coming out. Sean Anderson, Cody Johnson, both on super old tires. They both locked in a little bit of extra fuel on the caution. John Evans as well. And Christopher Pinder is going to bring it down pit road this time, 33 laps. Some of these drivers are stretching this. Christopher Pinder brought it out to 33 laps. Jonathan Swartz is currently on lap 34, but Sean Anderson, 36, and I think the longest one was Ryan Tiller at 40 laps on that fuel cell. Richard.
Yo.
Please tell me you heard all that.
No, I was dadding.
Sam Hines wrecked in the pit road, which could wind up advancing Wyatt Garrett.
Oh my.
Everything has changed.
Guys, oh man.
It's going to be a Wyatt Garrett, Daniel Pendergrass.
Oh, is that Huggins on the inside wall?
Perrin Huggins, heavy damage. That's my pick to win. I'm going to rewind this real quick. Let's see what happened here.
Jumped to pit road and now out of the race, manually disconnected. Always great for the broadcast when you guys do that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he just gets loose and then actually he keeps the car clean. But he has jumped out of the car. Perrin Huggins, not currently a playoff contender, was our champion last season.
And now Michael McElroy. I will allow you to maybe make a new choice, considering.
No, man, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, man.
That's right.
James Filler's still out here battling for you.
I like it. Mike and I put a ton of money on this race against each other. So
Zach Scared been on pit road for a while now. Sam Hines still sitting there. Unfortunate. Prince Dreambert says Perrin Huggins will not be sweeping. I know. I was hoping for the sweep, man. Perrin Huggins, if anybody can do it, it's somebody like Kyle Ritchie and Perrin Huggins. They're both guys who opt in for the Next Up series, and I was hoping Perrin Huggins could get that sweep tonight.
Jesus. Anderson's still out there.
He is, man.
Cody B. Johnson, Evans, Heel, and Jonathan Schwartz. They're looking to, this could be it. And we're got a full grid read, actually, so we can go ahead and get that out of the way real quick.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing on our league nights.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sean Anderson, though, currently 40 laps. I'm assuming he's going to have to bring it down either this time or next time around, as that's what about Tiller went. and I can assume those guys went the full fuel run. These guys all opting for the speed at the end and not necessarily here in the beginning. So right now, if Sean Anderson pits, he can make it to the end, whereas everybody else, like Brandon Bowers, I believe he's got to stop.
Yep.
If not, it's going to be close. Bowers might be able to fuel save till the end. A caution would just ruin all strategy out the window right now.
Yeah, it'd basically screw everybody.
Which would be glorious.
Because right now, I think the name of the game is going to be tires.
Yeah, and that's where...
It's about a full second of fall off, almost 2, with Sean Anderson right now, with a lot of these drivers that have been, like, he's not even full speed, it sounds like. With a gap like 4 seconds right now to second, and Bowers 17 seconds behind the leader, 4 seconds behind Heel, who was the last vehicle to not pit. Anderson's coming down pit road this time right now.
Gets in there, seems like he gets in there just fine. Cody Johnson now stays out.
That's right. Evans is going to stay out as well as Schwartz. And Matt Heel coming down pit road. Took the long way to do it.
I think that's actually the easier way to do it, though, for a lot of these drivers.
Yeah.
That apron has not been nice.
Not nice. Yeah, exactly. Very not polite. Very not demure.
All right.
Very not respectful. Very trying to segue away from me saying this. Not going to do it. Evans and Schwartz, shut up.
I couldn't find the mute button.
I know you can't. Shut up. Johnson now in. Evans as well. Schwartz stays out. Bowers now 11 seconds behind this pack.
There we go. Schwartz coming down now. And
the eventual race winner. Or race, I don't know. I'm from the future.
Sorry, it's in the script. He accidentally read the script.
Shit. I didn't mean. Sorry, guys. Hold on, let me.
Here we go. Pit road live right now. Everybody opting for some tires, getting them out there. I will tell you this. Right now, Brandon Bowers' last lap was a 39. Sorry, it's 39. That would be terrible. 34.914. As you can see there underneath his name. We're gonna keep an eye on some of these drivers who got freshies that are about to come back out on the field, like a Sean Anderson. We'll let him log a few laps and let you know exactly how much off the leader he's going to be. Jonathan Schwartz completing his pit stop, now exiting pit road. Getting back up to speed, exiting in the P20 position, about to go a lap down. There's Brandon Bowers passing him. But the fresh tires should be able to get him back this position pretty easily. Matthew Heel not too far behind him exiting turn 2. He's got a little bit more work to do. But let's go ahead and jump on in the car right now with Jonathan Schwartz. Got to baby these cold tires to start out the run, but he's immediately clutching. Immediately clutching for Jonathan Schwartz. I'm wondering how this is going to play. Nick Miller right behind him. Randy Arms as well. Hunting down Schwartz. I think they've all committed pretty much to the one more stop. Brandon Bowers as well. The question is, when do they do it? How long do they want to stay out before they know they can make it to the end? Here's where the real calls, here's where the money-making calls are going to start to take place. Christopher Pender currently up to P9. Ryan Tiller holding on to the 10th position. Sean Anderson, who is your freshest tires in the field, currently sitting P11 and only 22 seconds behind the leader. I think it's officially time that we pull up Sean Anderson's lap times. Currently 34.732 when we compare him to Brandon Bowers. That's Brandon Bowers that did a 34.732. And then when I went to go click compare, it just froze everything up. So that's Sean Anderson you're looking at, not Brandon Bowers. It just crashed on me. Gotta love it. Let's throw up that sweet championship standings again right now. All right, there it is. You guys can see it. Kyle Ritchie was at the top. Brandon Bowers currently P2 in the standings. I'm just going to load some things up in the background real quick while you guys just hang out there, a.k.a. ATVO. Had a bunch of like meatball flags come in. Brandon French got a meatball flag. Perrin Huggins didn't get the meatball, but Zach Case and Sam Hines also in meatball territory. For those of you who don't know what that is required damage. So required damage for those drivers. Dylan Falovich currently now up to P6. James Fillers P5. Kyle Ritchie hanging on to a solid P4. Still a good point stay for him. But Brandon Bowers holding on to the lead right now. And possibly clutching as well. If not clutching, he's pretty slow in the turns. He might not be clutching though, because he might be sold right now to another stop. Pretty much sold right now to another stop. So if I'm him, you've got to pretty much pedal to the metal it and try to beat out these guys that are pretty much sold on the no more stops, like your Sean Andersons. All right. ATVO starting to come back up. You know what? Sometimes you get the ATVO. Sometimes it gets you.
No.
You don't get to do that. I'm gonna have to reset all these drivers that I had. Zach Scare, I could take him off. Daniel Pendergrass is forever in the pits now. All those guys should be good to go. All right, ATVO back up and running. Yeah, I went to go do the compare function. ATVO said, nope, not today.
There you go.
And now it's got all the drivers on a 90-lap stint, Brandon, so I'm going to rely on you for the actual fuel stops.
Everything's frozen on my end, too.
That's weird. It's like maybe it was an iRacing glitch with the information that it sends to.
Yeah, iRacing just crashed. Brad.
Zach Todriff now bringing it down pit road. He's going to start the stops early. Zach Todriff currently pitting out of the P11 position. He knows he's got that one more stop to do. He's going to go ahead and take it right now. Brings it down pit road pretty clean. No issues. Going to get 4 fresh tires on there. Get that car back out there. Just got to make sure not to get any penalties on pit road. 14.4 second for Zach Todriff. That's pretty impressive. Most of the other drivers who pit were around 15.
The boys on pit road get the job done tonight. Championship implications.
Nick Miller, Season 1 champion, still holding on to P3. Back to front challenge. Recipient tonight. He's got a 50-bagger just waiting with his name on it. If he can call the right strategy here and catch back up to Brandon Bowers from 3.2 seconds behind, my man is going to McDonald's tonight. Getting that double Big Mac. What is it?
Chicken Big Mac.
Chicken Big Mac, that one. Jake Nippers now coming down pit road. Another one who has to make a stop. Like I said, Sean Anderson, I think, is the only one that could possibly make it to the end here on strategy call. Let's jump on board with him real quick and see how this is going in the turns. The clutching has pretty much stopped, but he is not downshifting, not pushing it in the turn. He's just kind of cruising here. And from 22 seconds behind, you saw Jake Nippers on the right-hand side of your screen. Even with a 14.4 second pit stop, he still spent 38.6 seconds on pit road. That's enough for somebody like Sean Anderson to get back in front of a Bowers. Then you have to hold him off. Craziness right now. Strategy game in full effect. Christopher Pinder, currently your biggest mover, up 18 spots as he sits in the P7 position. Dylan Falovich still up 16. And then let's not forget about Travis DeLeon. Currently up 12 spots, sitting in the P14 position.
$25 to go.
25. What'd you get? I'm trying to read chat here. That doesn't even sound appealing. Do you guys have it there, T-Show? The Chicken Big Mac? It's two McChickens. Two McChickens on a Big Mac. It's I have not had the gut or the guts to try it yet.
No, my ex used to eat McChickens with mac sauce.
That's
Same
what it
Bowers is in down pit road.
Locks it up. All right,
yeah, coming in hot. Yeah, it's like the Wednesday Whopper from Burger King. Any Miller's right behind him as well. Locks it up. You guys cannot afford a penalty here. So entering is definitely dangerous.
Randy Arms out to the lead, but here's the question: Brandon Bowers on pit road.
Miller,
and here
Richie,
he comes.
Fillers, Falovich.
Sean Anderson passing the exit to pit road. He's going to make it through. Like I said, we were looking at about a 40-second total pit stop time if you include the drive on pit road. So Sean Anderson is going to get a comfortable lead here with possibly not having to pit again. If he saved enough fuel, he might not have to pit again. Here's the question, though.
Fingers in the wall.
He's got to hold off Brandon Bowers on fresh tires. And I guarantee you, Bowers is about to fly through this field on fresh tires. Christopher Pender getting that extra point as he is currently registered the leader. Sean Anderson right behind him. Sean not really putting too much pressure on the car. Brandon Bowers going to be 14 seconds behind Sean Anderson. Cody Johnson on the same strategy here. Sean Anderson in a Chevy. Cody Johnson in a Chevy. Brandon Bowers in a Ford. Do we see the Chevys build the wall? Is it going to happen here? What Chevys they got in between them? Miller's in a Camry. Sam Demian's in a Ford. Evans, Chevy. Race manipulation about to happen. Does Christopher Pender ride the wall to get the W?
No kidding. As much as he's hit it, probably not.
Probably not. He's got a love-hate relationship with that wall right now.
Remember when he was yelling at you to get up against that damn wall?
Yeah.
I'd be yelling at him to move a lane down.
Maybe give yourself a little buffer.
He's gave himself a homestead stripe in every set of corners so far. God, I love Christopher Pender, Canadian hero. Anderson closing. You don't know how he's made up that much time.
I believe Sean realizes it's go time now.
No, it's because Pender keeps hitting the damn wall.
Either way, it's making you look really good, Sean.
Yeah, it's like, Sean, you look like you're flying like a bat out of hell right now. Ain't nothing, dude.
It's just Pender making love to the wall right now.
He's just sweet. We might have to blur Pender out against the wall.
How about you and the wall get a room, Pender?
Yeah. Why would you? Yeah, bro. We got kids watching this show.
Cody B. Johnson backing off a little bit. He's currently 1.6 seconds now behind. 1.6 seconds behind Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson continuing to stay out. I think he's got the strategy. I haven't seen him clutching much anymore, which means he might have saved enough fuel to make it to the end here. Easy to clutch in the beginning. Much more difficult when you've only got 20 laps remaining and now you're trying to save 3 laps of fuel. So I think he's made the right call here. Brandon Bowers, though, has now shaved it down to 12 seconds as he sits in the P5 position. Does Anderson have enough to keep that car going? And will Bowers push too much and possibly burn out his tires before he can ever even get up there? All questions you'll find out next week as Jonathan Swartz... Oh my gosh, almost loses it to the inside wall, recollects it. Gets back on track safely. Travis DeLeon now losing a spot to Alex Chira as Alex Chira flies around the inside. All these guys, fresh tires. Fresh tires out on the field. That Jonathan Swartz hasn't pit. Has not pit recently.
I want to remind everyone next week for Phoenix, we have a military night. A military appreciation night here with Affinity Racing. Most of our cars will be decked out with some military liveries, and we will honor service members lost or or present. Past, present, and future service members as we honor the military. Next week, Phoenix, right here, Affinity Racing Cup Series action, continuing round 2. Oh boy.
Round 2. Phoenix, man, what a round. Homestead, Phoenix, then Vegas. These guys are going to go completely mad at Vegas.
There was a point in time where I would mention Phoenix, and Mike would make like one of the most guttural sounds, and just because he hated it.
Oh, yeah. I hated Phoenix until I learned how to semi-drive it. I'm still not fast there. But I semi-learned how to run that track. And now I actually love that track. I love Phoenix. Jonathan Evans slow on the bottom line. Sam Demian right on his bumper. Randy Arms 2 seconds behind him now exiting turn 2. Randy Arms currently, if everybody still had to go through another green flag pit cycle, Brandon Bowers and Randy Arms would be your P1 and your P2. But Jonathan Evans on the one-stop strategy. Sean Anderson on the one-stop strategy. All these drivers just have to make it to the end. If you look at the time, 9.8 seconds. Does Brandon Bowers, can he do it in 14 laps? That's the real question here. Can he do it in 14 laps? Nick Miller, our back-to-front challenge recipient, currently sitting P7. Kyle Ritchie is somewhere not on the leaderboard. Holy smokes. Kyle Ritchie back in P21.
A lap down.
A lap down. Might have had some issues. We might have had some... maybe a speeding penalty, something. We'll have to catch up with him later on. But Kyle Ritchie, your points leader right now, sitting in P21. Everything has changed. The playoff standings are going to be flung upside down at the end of this race. Can you send the replay after the race so I can get photos for us? Yeah, absolutely. It's usually a pretty big file, but I'll figure out a way. Cody Johnson still continuing to fall back. He was 1.6 seconds, now up to 2.5 seconds. Pinder kind of holding his line right now at 4 seconds. Brandon Bowers shaved off another second, now down to 8. If we're doing the math, if he's shaving off a second a lap, he can do it. He can do it in 12 laps. It's going to be close, but he might be able to do it. Let's pull up his lap times real quick. Currently running a 34.6.
I'll act like it. Turn the volume up on the race real quick, like you're on pit road, and I'll yell it.
What'd you say?
I was able to get a hold of the Kyle Ritchie's team, the 76. A speeding penalty is the cost for that. Back to you, Mike.
All right. Thanks, man. I didn't turn off the sound. I couldn't find it fast.
You suck. It's just me yelling for no reason. I can't control the volume of my voice.
All right. Back to Sean Anderson. We got, he's currently running 35.3, 35.2, 35.2, so pretty consistent all throughout the field. Brandon Bowers, 5/10. He's only shaving a half a second a lap. That's not enough. Bowers, you got to push if you want to win this race.
You got to push fillers to win the race. Can you push fillers to win the race?
James Filler is currently holding on to that 10th spot.
Shut up. I know that.
In the Bass Pro Shops machine.
Go back and get him.
Christopher Pinder now bringing it down pit road. I believe this was just a gas and go. 6-second pit stop for Christopher Pinder. No tires or maybe rights only. Pinder is
like corn dog. He's out.
Pinder stopped for a quick sip of water.
Get the Coney deal real quick.
And comes back out in P13.
He's on the road.
We'll see how this works here.
11 cars on the lead lap right now. Zach Todriff currently that last car on the lead lap.
Sean Anderson right behind him. Zach Todriff currently laying down 34.9 though for his lap time, whereas Sean, I believe, is still in the 35s. Sean, Mr. Consistent right now, staying right around that 35.2, 35.3 range. Bowers still 34.7s. He's got to get that down just a little bit more in order to shave off enough time with 8 laps to go. He's
Here
6
comes
seconds
Tiller.
behind at a half a second a lap. He's only going to shave off 4 more seconds. He will
Math.
finish 2 seconds.
Hardcore mathin'. Tiller looking to get his lap back from Sean Anderson currently. Could just snipe him and take him out right here. We don't trust anybody. We don't know who's on whose payroll right now.
Yeah.
After yesterday's race in Martinsville, I don't trust anybody. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Bowers now passing the 6 second mark. 6.1. Should get that on turn exit and drop down to 5.9, 5.8. Bowers still flying around this field. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think he's going to have plenty of time to take over Cody Johnson here. Yeah, I just don't think. Jonathan Evans still kind of cruising around here, also on the one-stop strategy, pretty much locked into a top 10. Matthew Heel as well, currently sitting P7. Christopher Pinder with that 2-stop, possibly 2-tire stop, has still got him in the 36 second range, so he might not have taken any tires. That might have been a gas and go. It's not looking good. There's Bowers. Sean Anderson, Brandon Bowers. Sean Anderson currently entering turn 2. Brandon Bowers exiting or entering turn 1. Can he hold on? Sean's going to have some traffic to get through here. Brandon Bowers has made it past Cody Johnson, so he's got really nothing much more to fight. Maybe one car, which really won't be that much of a battle. Sean Anderson going down to the low line. He's got to fight Todriff and Tiller here. Todriff and Tiller, want to stay on the lead lap. Nope, Todriff gives it up and says, go on by.
Todriff damn near alt F4'd out of that. I mean, might as
He
well have.
said, go on, man, get it done.
Like, excuse me. He's like, this is my exit, and,
This is the next driver. Ryan Tiller in front of him. Brandon Bowers on the exit of turn 2. Christopher Pinder still on the... Nope, he is no longer on the lead lap as Sean Anderson has passed him. So really no battle for him. Really the battles are going to come in for Sean Anderson. Does Tiller want to stay on the lead lap or does he just give up the position?
No, Tiller got his lap back, and I think he's just going to stay behind him. Right now, Bowers on the move, crossing the start-finish. Right now, heading into turn number 1. Sean Anderson exiting 2 now. That is what separates first and second place, 4.4 seconds. Johnson, Arms, and Miller behind them by about 6.5. I think this is miles. All right, go ahead.
Brandon Bowers has dropped to a 35.1 on the lap times. Sean Anderson still consistently running a 35.5, so that has gone from a half a second down to 0.4 of a second per lap, which might not be enough.
Straightaway. On the same straightaway right now. Clear track in front of Sean Anderson. Nothing to it. Exiting turn 2 now. Back stretch. Bowers looking to enter turn 3. 3.8 now separating first and second. 3 to go. Crossing the stripe right now. Sean Anderson, leader, looking to stretch. A 2-stop since the stage break. I'm sorry, 1 stop since the stage break. Trying to make it so right now.
119 of 120. You guys can see it on screen right here. That's Zach Todriff in front of Brandon Bowers, but the next car up is Sean Anderson. And there's just not... he needs about 5 more laps to complete this deal here.
And right now, he ain't going to get it as Sean Anderson's going to come off of turn number 4. Going to get that white flag brought to you by backmarker.shop. Use that promo code PLAYOFF20 right now for the next 2 weeks and save on your order. Entering turn 1. Bowers 3 seconds back. Nothing to it unless he can hit him with a red shell.
He is sending it into these turns. You can see him sliding up. There it is again. Slowly.
He gained 2/10 on that one.
Slowly
right
chipping.
Yeah. If he can chuck a banana or possibly a red shell, he can definitely get Sean Anderson. But Anderson's going to enter turn 3. Nothing to it. Mikey, take us home.
Sean Anderson exits turn 4. 0 contention. The one-stop strategy works. Sean Anderson is going to go ahead and take Homestead. The Rick Garrett Memorial 120. Brandon Bowers solidifying P2. Randy Arms, solid P3 night from the bottom of the standings. Cody B. Johnson going to bring in P4. And Nick Miller with the back-to-front challenge. Almost does it. Had our hopes up a lot this race. And winds up crossing start-finish line as P5. All right. That's it, man. Holy smokes. Sean Anderson, your race winner, doing a little victory lap, getting around here. Brandon Bowers, we'll talk to him as well. Bowers sending him a little congratulations there on the front stretch. But it is Sean Anderson who takes the W. All right, we're going to get into some interviews real quick with these drivers. TPRW, what'd you guys get? While I'm waiting on these drivers, to
yeah, Sean won.
Oh, that's right.
TPR driver.
I keep thinking like auxiliary and TPR. I always try to remember who's where.
Yeah.
All right, so Sean Anderson takes the W. Let's go into that. While we're waiting on all these guys to get into the broadcast waiting room, let me throw up something real quick. The losers bracket. The one that the drivers who didn't make the playoff have been battling for, it's the losers bracket. Right now, Spencer Leaf with the early incident that wound up taking him out, he's going to be eliminated. Daniel Pendergrass is going to move on to the finals. And then Sam Hines, after breaking a toe link, winds up getting eliminated. It's going to be a Daniel Pendergrass, Wyatt Garrett final race for the losers bracket. Holy smokes. What if we were betting on the losers bracket, we would have all lost right now.
No, I would have bet on the losers. I would have been 100% right. C. Johnson coming in with a party of six. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much.
Cody,
as always.
Cody Johnson viewers, man, welcome. Cody Johnson putting up a heck of a performance tonight. Locking down P4. Sean Anderson currently in the waiting room. Randy Arms, my P3 of the night. I like to start with P3. Randy Arms, let's get him up here in the booth real quick. Oh, I drugged the wrong person almost. Randy Arms, welcome to the broadcast booth, buddy.
Hello.
Hey, man. Talk to us. First off, we tried something new tonight. I want to hear about the stage. Too early? Is it too... Was it perfect timing because you still get that long green flag run? Did it play into strategy at all? I know that's like 7 questions. Just answer them all in numerical order.
Yeah, pick one.
It really, I'll be honest with you, it didn't feel like it changed the race at all because it was like basically a fuel run.
Yes.
So, I mean, we did have the long run, so that was nice. If we would have had yellows, then that might have made it feel a little worse. But I would probably rather have a little longer, so you would have to have a green flag pit stop before.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
That's just my opinion. Just
I like it.
Just to change it up.
I do like it. Hey man, that's what we're testing for.
Nice.
That's what we're testing for.
Yep.
All right.
It's probably good for the broadcast because we probably wouldn't have had a yellow if not.
Oh yeah, spread out almost immediately. So,
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about the Randy Arms strategy. What was the call here?
Just every 30 laps pit was pretty much my plan. Then we had that yellow, so then we could go just a little longer there, make that last run 25. Those guys topped off under that second yellow after the stage, and was obviously the right call because they was able to make it there. I didn't think they could, so I didn't even think to even try to save any fuel, or didn't think they was even going to make it. But no, we had pretty good speed. Could stay with Bowers for a few laps, then he just slowly, just pulled away. I think me and Nick was pretty similar. Then he tried 2 tires. I don't know what he did. I don't think it worked out too well for him.
Yeah, he finished 19 seconds behind you.
Yeah. So, but yeah, just a pretty clean race. Just kind of rode around the bottom. Kind of did my own thing, and was able to come home third. So.
Heck yeah,
Good start
man.
to the second round.
Great start to the second round. Finished P3 in the race and P3 out of the playoff drivers as well. So great point night.
Yeah.
Great points night for you. Get some shout outs in real quick before we get Sean up here.
Yeah, first one I asked, did we get points for the stage? I don't remember if that was ever determined.
It was. We are getting points for the stage.
Okay.
Everybody pretty much said there's no point to doing stages if we don't get points for it. So we were like, all right.
Okay.
No, I guess you get stages. No stage points.
But I just wanted to give a shout out to Wyatt. I know this race was for his dad. Had the Davey Allison paint scheme because that was one of his dad's drivers. So I was glad to have a good run in that. And just thank everyone for coming out and thank you guys.
Hey, and shout out to
you,
Wyatt
buddy.
Garrett for advancing to the finals of the losers bracket, man.
Hell yeah.
Wait, did he really?
He did. He is in the
yeah.
final. He's in the
Oh, yeah.
championship. My man is in the championship of the
yeah.
finals. All
That's
right.
what I'm talking about.
We'll see you, Randy. Good race, man.
All right. Yep. Thank you.
All right, now on to the race winner, the one, the only, Sean Anderson. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. What's happening, guys?
Chilling, man. What a race. What a race. I did not think this. I saw what you guys were doing almost immediately, and I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think it was going to work, but you guys made it work. It's your first race of the season, or sorry, your first W of the season. Walk us through it. How'd it go?
It went pretty good. At the beginning, I wasn't sure it was going to happen just because of the temperature changing a lot. And then once we saw the temp went way up, I think it was like mid 120s or something on that last caution. We
was
knew the pace was going to
128.
fall off. Yeah, so we knew the pace would fall off quite a bit. So I was hoping the fuel mileage would work. I was showing like 34, 35 laps the first run. So I figured if I kept it in fifth and tried to save the right rear a little bit, we could run a little bit longer. And it definitely worked. I think I had like a lap and a half at the end.
So there was a lot that went into your call.
Yeah,
So
there was definitely a lot there.
Yeah, so you guys were thinking about the fall off, which would increase the fuel run, which would then possibly you guys pit under the caution to top off, right? No tires.
Correct, yeah. Fuel only, no tires. I think the tires were all like 99 when I pitted on lap 39, I think it was.
So it's damn near, strategy-wise, a perfect race for you guys.
Yeah, it worked out good. If we were at a caution in the middle of that pit cycle, it probably would have screwed us all up unless we were in the lead and the other guys had just pitted. But we were trying to keep the right rear under the best we could because that thing got super loose after like 15 laps.
Man, oh, my bad. It is the the chat's correcting me. It is your second win. It's your second win of the season. I forgot you just won Darlington. Second win.
Yeah, I guess I just like the low grip tracks, I guess.
Yeah, man, you got that. You got those strategy calls down, dude. It's a heck of a race. Get some shout outs in, and we'll get you out of here.
Well, shout out to you guys for putting on an awesome broadcast, awesome league. Hopefully these next two races go as good as this one did. Shout out to Cody, always be there with me with strategy. Perrin, Evans, Tenold, all my teammates out there. Shout out to Rudik, like always. Just a lot of fun being in here and hope to continue running well.
Oh yeah, man. Always got to get the shout out in for Rudik. Everybody.
Yep, for sure.
Oh,
I was trying to get him to race tonight, or at least get in the broadcast with you guys, but
I know. Tell him to stop by. You know what? We're gonna have a Rudik. We're gonna give him like 10 celebrity laps where we're gonna pull him into the booth for the championship race.
Oh, perfect.
Track him down
Yeah,
and tell him.
I'll try to get him to be in there next week.
There's a Rudik for President emote in the Discord that I don't think he's ever seen.
Oh, perfect. I'll have to remind him tomorrow about it.
There's an RFP. I just used it on your victory circle picture. Sean, congrats, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
See you, man.
Yes, sir.
See you.
All right,
2 wins in the
Sean
playoffs, dude.
Anderson. Yeah, 2 wins in the playoffs. So that's really like, you want to talk about racing when it matters? Sean Anderson has been doing it. 2 wins, 1 win in round 1. Now starting off round 2 with the W. Sean Anderson coming out in full force in the playoffs. Congratulations. Here's your results. Nope, that's not it. Here's your results. One more time. Again, Sean Anderson taking the P1 position. Bowers, Arms, Johnson, Miller, Fillers. Falovich, Schwartz, Heel, Tiller.
Just gonna let you bury yourself.
Evans, Todriff, Niparis, Skirbo, Pinder, Philbrick, Demian, DeLeon, Chira. You can see how many drivers were just trapped a lap down as we continue to go through the standings. Had some unfortunate situations as we get down to these minus 50, minus 70 laps. Joshua McQuiggan winding up leaving the race, and then Spencer Leaf with the unfortunate toe link incident with William Bowman early on winds up exiting 31 and 32. Heck of a race, guys. For those of you guys want to check us out, man, we are here all week long. Monday nights, 8:30. You just tuned in for it, the Affinity Cup Series. Wednesdays, Brandon Richard going to take you guys over with the Next Up Series as they head to Phoenix. You get a little preview of Phoenix in the trucks for their second to final race. Battlegrounds is going to be randomly throughout the week, so you guys can just keep an eye on our social medias for that. It's going to be twitch.tv/RaceAffinity right here, but at Race Affinity on all our social medias. And then Super Saturdays every Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. New season just started on Super Saturdays. You guys can come check us out here. Brandon Richard, once again, give us that sweet backmarker code.
Backmarker.shop right now, best spot for sim racing gear, powering the Affinity Racing Series. Use that promo code Playoff20 for the next 2 weeks. Use that code, save right now. We got jackets, hoodies, beanies, caps, shirts, so much more. Stickers to come. I've actually got them finally working. So, backmarker.shop. Use that promo code. Save. Buy. Go do it right now. We gotta get at it.
Don't forget all our little Battlegrounds and Super Saturdays races. They all rely on channel points. If you guys want to collect 250 free channel points right now, all you have to do is participate in the raid that we're about to send you to. Go tell them Affinity Racing sent you. Tell them we said what's up. We wish them luck in the race. And we look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday night for Next Up at Phoenix. See you guys later.
Love you.